Hello and welcome to 𝗣𝗚𝘂𝘁𝑆 channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. This latest statement by the New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister makes again this NIjjar case open up wide. What he said was, as a trained lawyer, I look okay. So where is the case? Where is the evidence? Where's the finding right here, right now? Well, there isn't one, he added. So, but this is just him saying that now I don't see any evidence. It also goes on to add, all this happened not in my administration, but in the one before that. That is always like leaving the door open for plausible deniability. You know, if you guys are tearing your hairs in frustration, this is standard diplomatic speak or diplo speak in short. When they say we deny it, that means they are complicit. When they neither confirm nor deny it, they definitely did it. These are all, English and the real common man's English. That's how you have to interpret the diplomatic language. Now, what does it mean for the NIjjar case? Well, we all know that NIjjar got gunned down in Canada, and the miscreants were like 4 or 5 of them. They completely pumped his body with bullets, like 100 bullets or something like that. And then they took off in a car. Many people took videos of all that. Then they went racing towards the cul-de-sac, which means they couldn't go anywhere but turn around and run out again. Came at those people who were taking videos, then they helter-skelter, they ran, and then they just took away. Nobody has been arrested thus far. It really happened. No one knows. But in the floor of the parliament, the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, said that India had a hand in the killing of NIjjar case. But India, when it pressed them for proof, they couldn't provide any. In the meantime, Panu has been making a lot of noise. This noise will die down. In the meantime, what we saw was that United States also weighed in with Canada to say that there was an assassination attempt against Panu that we thought. In fact, they pressed charges on 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝗶, if I remember correctly. This man was holed up in Czech Republic, and then they said he was going to be brought into United States to be charged. And they said that 𝗤𝗂𝗍𝗶 had approached an assassin, and he in fact gave him, I think, $250 million or something like that in cash. In exchange for killing Panu. All these things were going on one side. The National Security Advisor of India spoke with his counterpart in one of the meetings, and he said, well, we know that Panu is your asset. How would we want to take him out? So once that happened, there was no response. There was no rejoinder from the Americans. And the Americans said, let it boil down. So America, this Panu incident has simmered, and it's kind of gone down, except that there was this referendum where 27,000 people are believed to have voted. We know that there are not more than 100 or 150 Khalistani seekers in the whole of California. So this is all made up because many people have illegally entered the United States, and their lawyers have allegedly told them that be photographed in this group so that you can use that photograph as evidence that you are one of the people being persecuted in India because you participated in this rally. Very conveniently making up the evidence after the fact, after coming into the United States. I'm sure any judge will see through this and then, throw it in the dustbin. That's what I think is going to happen. Anyway, once Trump comes, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable that Trump is going to come back. This is all going to be undone, guys. US will undo everything, even if it costs them a lot of money. All they have to do is to bus them to the border of Mexico and then say, you hell with you. Whichever way, wherever you came, you go find your own way back. Yeah, there will be ghettos in across the United States border, but that's where it will be. People will eventually leave. This has happened in the past. For the 4 years of the first Trump administration, the illegal immigration from Mexico or from the southern border was completely down to a trickle. So it does happen, it has happened, and it will happen because America is getting overrun. 7 million illegals, I think most of them are headed back to their home country. Let's see. By the way, the Venezuelan president, I think, Maduro, he said that nobody is welcome. Yeah, right. When you didn't stop them from going, but now you don't want them back, well, it's their problem. I'm not going to, lose sleep over it. Okay, let's come back to New Zealand. What is happening with New Zealand? Why did the New Zealand Deputy Prime Minister make this statement? Remember, Five Eyes, if I remember correctly, consists of Canada, United States, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. And Five Eyes is a group that shares intelligence among all of them. So now the intelligence being debunked by one of the partners means that Canada is being diluted. In fact, a lot of things are happening where the G7 meets, where Canada is a member, and they are not even taking the approval of Canada before coming up with the resolution. So Canada has a bit of a reputation problem right now under Justin Trudeau. I don't know when elections are due. I expect a change, and I think a more mature, sober government which will act and crack down on all these activities like the Khalistani movement. I think it will happen. It's just getting towards that. Also, these few miscreants are giving a bad rap for the rest of the community of Indian Americans as well as Indian Canadians. And I'm sure the majority which has been quiet will now start raising their voice, and that also will get solved. As to Mr. Panu, he will go the same way how 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙀𝘆, much more dependable voice, because he was a member of a Punjab ministry. He was a finance minister, and he just died an abject pauper. These things have happened in the past. JKLF movement, Amanullah Khan, UK, nothing happened. These are all, they use them, they lose them, and these guys are just thrown by the wayside. These guys should have some sense as to why somebody is, paying for all their riots and other things. It's just to keep, creating trouble for India and to wait and see if India will bend. But what is now seen is India is essentially standing up firm to whatever it has said. It said that we have been buying from Russia. Yes, we are going to continue to buy oil from Russia. We're going to continue to trade with Russia. And I think there is nothing that any of the Western countries could do to change India's view. India took a chance. That's true. They won. I mean, they won in the sense that nobody could do anything. Even the CAPSA sanctions that was expected for buying S-400 from Russia was waived by the United States. Why? Because the benefits of having a good relationship with India in US's eyes is better than all these pinpricks that they could inflict upon India. That's all it is. This is not the beginning. This is not. This is just a preview of many other things that will come. But I expect by end of May, when it is expected that the new government will be in place, all these things will simmer down and it will be business as usual. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button.